is a rainy Thursday, 7:21 a.m. in the Pacific Northwest. It is 49 degrees, and it is springtime. God, it's freaking cold today. I don't know, cold and icky, and it's plain icky. See if I can drive through here without taking out a deer. They usually just cross the road, so it's very, very early hours. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Ash. Still a beautiful drive. But first, I need coffee. A little cup of happiness. I feel like I've been hit by a truck. I hate waking up feeling like that. Everything hurts. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. It's my early morning day, so I am not going to be doing a live in the morning. There's just nothing to look at. Yeah, it's my inventory day. It's picking up really heavy things, putting them on the scale, going down my list. 17 pages of stuff, but not all 17 pages are active. Hey, Nathan, good morning. So, today, take a little time out in your busy day, reflect on something. Thankful Thursday. So, what are you thankful for? Who do you have gratitude for? What makes the joy in your heart? That's the question. So, think about that today. Since we're rounding out the week here shortly, think about what you want to do for some self-care and make it happen. Self-care is so important. Even if it's just, sleeping in an extra hour or just power lounging in bed before getting up. Just slowing it down. Just slow it down, stay in bed, maybe throw on some cartoons, revisit that Saturday morning cartoon thing that we all used to do back when we were children. But today, it's not future trip. Today is Thankful Thursday. And as soon as I get my coffee, I'll tell you what I'm thankful for. First, need coffee. Need coffee. I can't have a splash of Bailey's in it or something. And I just need to be kicked in the tuchus. I don't know why my shins are hurting so bad, but I probably know the answer to that one. It's the pitch in the floors. This kitchens, a properly designed kitchen will have floor drains, and the floors are pitched just so that if you spill a bunch of liquid, or if you're one of those that floods your kitchen floor either by accident or on purpose, it pretty much drains to the floor drains. So that's one thing that I hate about being a chef is those floors. Thankfully, we don't have floor mats. Although anti-fatigue mats are great to have, especially when you're standing all day long. But at the same time, it's kind of treacherous. Sometimes the stickiness of the bottoms of these mats get so gunked up with whatever that they slide as soon as you step on them, and then next thing you know it, you got a whole hotel pan of whatever it is that you're carrying that's staining to any kind of clothes that you could possibly be wearing that's a color other than black. You end up smelling like whatever it is that you just dumped all over yourself for the rest of the day, and that's just not a fun thing to do. All from personal experience with floor mats. I usually just take them out, throw them in the garbage, and I think I'd rather slip than slip on a floor mat. Plus, sometimes I have a tendency to catch my toes on that waffle pattern that they have on it. Next thing I know, I'm tripping. These are trip hazards, they're slip hazards, and they really don't serve the purpose other than ruining your day. And it's one of those things, if you've ever worked in a kitchen, you just know what I'm talking about. And good shoes can fatigue, or at least some good orthotics go into some shoes that are not quite doing it for you. But it's like, when you think about it, we're on our feet all day long, and in some cultures they say that if your feet are bad, the rest of your health is going to be in the crapper. So always take good care of your feet. That's where nerves go. Extremities. Flexology charts and stuff like that. It's like, oh, this spot on your toe is, for your gallbladder, and all this other stuff. It's like, believe it or not, it's up to you. You got to take care of your feet. Best shoes. And Main Girl, if she's in here lurking, she'll agree with me on this one. Unfortunately, I can't wear them to work because they're like, oh no, you gotta have the waffle pattern. You gotta wear shoes for crews. It's like, I can't wear shoes for crews. Okay, well, yeah, it shows my kitchen Crocs. Okay, same pattern. So if your floors are not overly greasy, I highly recommend nursing shoes, and they're made by Clove. So just type in Cloves in the Google search engine, and it'll pop up. Clove is in the site. CLOVE. D is in Victor. Fantastic shoes. shoes. Um, they are also antimicrobial and they're water repellent, and they do have a pretty good non-slip sole. They're not shoes for cruise or anything like that, but when you're a nurse and you're slipping in biohazard in an emergency room, you've got to have something that provides you with slip protection. These actually have pretty good slip protection, and some of the styles are Titleist shoes. Um, just go check them out. Some of the colors, they are expensive. But they're comfortable. You don't have to break them in. And I got a pair of those back when I was working at the last place. Hi, Viper. And they were great. They were awesome. I have these neon purple ones, but I can't wear them at work. So I'm back in the Crocs because I can't wear the shoes for cruise. There's just not enough room in the toe box for my feet. Some of them don't have half sizes. I wear a Windows 12 or 13, depending on the shoe, which equates to a 10.5 to an 11 in men's. But I also have wide feet, but they're only wide, like the front part of my foot. My heels are right around my heel and ankle, so it's not so wide. Okay, get my daily dose of wonderful. Good morning. Yes, please. So did we figure out how much these are? Oh, I'll have to pick one up in the morning. What? I'll have to pick one up in the morning. Tomorrow's payday. They're really cool. They're really, really, really cool. Okie dokie. So how many ounces is that? $24. Wow. That's pretty cool. Keep my coffee pot all day. Oh, yay. I'm going to have to get one of those. That's so hilarious, Viper. Yeah, I've seen some cute nurses in my day, but usually it's the really cantankerous ones that I end up with. And I certainly hope that none of you all have to ever be stuck in a neuro ward. Those nurses are mean. Oh God, they're so mean and judgmental. Just waiting on my coffee, guys. Sorry. They're a little busy this morning. Thank you. Have a good one. You too. Okay. Got my kick me in the pants 20-ounce 6-shot caramel macchiato, extra sweet. Got on. You know, the struggle is real when it comes to comfortable kitchen shoes. Danskos don't quite fit me. Not enough for a box. Birkenstocks, you don't have enough. I have low arches, but only in one foot. Like, what the hell is that all about? And, like, I don't want to try another brand of shoe. I really don't. But I saw those cloves, and I'm just like, I wanted a pair so freaking bad, but they're so, you know, they're quite expensive. But if you chit chat with Main Girl, she could show you where to get them. This where it's like they keep coming out with these limited editions, and they're they run out quickly. I wanted a pair of lime green ones, and it's like I was trying so hard for quite a long time to get them, and it's like they would never have them in my size. It was like I could either get a women's size 10 or a men's size 12, and I'm like, we're always out of the 10s in men's. Uh, so I just said to hell with it. I'm just gonna get purple ones. Um, I don't know how they would feel about me walking in with purple shoes. But what I could do is just grab them and take them to work with me and wear them. And just because they forced me to buy these shoes for Cruise. Of course, it's on their dime, so it's not any money coming out of my pocket because we have a shoe allowance. $25 a year. We get a corporate discount, more expensive brand that have the Shoes for Cruise bottoms on them, and but they force us to buy them. And then, we've got some people in corporate. They're like, "Oh yeah, you have to wear Shoes for Cruise. Even I wear Shoes for Cruise." Da 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 da. And it's like, then my boss is like, "Well, no, you don't have to wear them. You just have to buy them." I'm like, oh, okay. The hell? Traffic lights are out. The traffic lights are out. Why are the traffic lights out? I hate that. Because you're supposed to treat this as a four-way stop. There's always somebody that has to just go plowing through. Try to take you out. It's like, wow, okay. So, I hope that answers that question. I don't know if you've got big, wide feet like I do, with toes and bad ankles, but, favorite shoe is always subjective because you never know if a person has high arches or no arches or, small feet or wide feet or extra wide feet or, because there's so many things that makes a good shoe, but it's going to work for everybody. Not always. Like me and Danskos, I'll never be able to buy a pair of Danskos. I tried once, didn't work out. Um, but one of the nice things about the Cloves is that they they wear in really nice, and they're lightweight. Crocs are pretty heavy, so I'm sure that's probably part of my ankle pain right there is that they're heavy shoes. So lightweight shoes, well-rounded shoe. It's just nice. They just keep getting more and more comfortable the more you wear them. So I never had to. I was able to actually pull my orthotics out. Oh, there's a tree lying here. That's what. There's a tree on the. I don't know if you saw that, but a tree had come down. I was laying on the power line. That was gnarly. This area doesn't generally get a lot of high winds, not like Enumclaw does. So, Main Girl knows a way to get them. I think she shops for them on Poshmark. It's just a matter of finding your size, and they're like a lot cheaper. So I don't know. I don't know where these people are getting them from, and they're able to sell them for half the price, but they are. I was like, yeah, and she collects them. She was telling me all about her huge clove collection, which is what happens with those shoes apparently, because um, you get onto their Facebook page and it's like all these nurses are like, oh yeah, oh I just got these ones and to add to my collection, and I've got at least 20 pair of different colors, and it's like, holy hell. Well, I guess teach their own, I guess. Um, I think I paid 145 for my purple ones. Yeah, some of them look like actual athletic shoes. Um, so if you're looking for something that's a little stylish, some of them are really, really, really cool looking. all sorts of different colors. And like my Crocs that I'm wearing right now, they're black, but they have a like a ice blue bandana pattern on them. Uh, already had the tie dye ones. I had uh, Swedish Chef ones. Had fish all over. Another pair had avocados all over them. I really love those, but they wear out. They wear out after a while, and then next thing you know, you're walking funny. Um, so I don't know why, but I I drag one foot a little bit. It's my right foot, but then again, it's like I have no feeling in parts of that foot and all up my leg from my back injury that required surgery. I never got feeling back in my leg. Um, so I kind of drag that foot if I'm not paying attention to how I walk. And um, so it's like one part of the heel will get worn down, and then next thing I know, it gets to the point where I'm almost twisting my ankle. Um, so back to the Thankful Thursday. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for my family, the ones that don't ask me for money. I'm thankful for. Thankful for my friends. They put up with a lot. Like I said yesterday, and I'm thankful for Timmy. Thankful for y'all. Thankful for my job. Thankful for coffee. I'm so thankful that there's coffee in this world. Um, I don't think I get through the day without coffee. It helps keep my headaches down to a dull roar. Um, because I do have a lot of headaches. Anyway, it's been a constant headache since I had not back surgery, brain surgery. Um, that wasn't fun. And the whole nurse thing, man. Oh God, it's like nurses in the neuro ICU. They were they were tough. They were cranky. It's like, so this is where the nurses go when they've decided that they are burned out of their jobs. They end up in the neuro ICU. You can't be on the electronics. Keep the lights dimmed down. What are you doing? You can't be listening to music. Oh, get off your phone. I'm bored. So today I have to make meatloaf and turkey and gravy. Lunch is turkey and gravy, and meatloaf is uh, dinner. I might flip flop them around because I think my turkey might still be frozen. We feed them a lot of turkey, a lot of chicken, a lot of turkey and chicken mix. They get beef burgers once a month, I think. Um, so this stuff that we buy. It's mechanically separated chicken, and I think it's also turkey, but you open up the box and it's just this big sheet of pink stuff, and it smells horrible when it's raw, and you have to doctor it up a lot in order to get it to be palatable, at least for me, because I'm bougie. Hashtag bougie. Not something that I would go out of my way to go and purchase for home, but gotta make do. And so this stuff gets used in meatloaf, and the recipe is freaking goofy. It's no wonder why I'm under budget. It's because I'm not putting the liquid egg in it. Because when you add the liquid egg, it's all mushy and it doesn't hold up to form. It cooks weird. It has this weird texture. So I found out that if you don't put the liquid egg in, it's just fine. Yesterday was turkey, salad, sandwiches, and the inmates had called a turkey salad cat food, and I was like, "What? Yeah, it looks like cat food." I'm like, "So you're telling me that my food looks like cat food?" Well, no, yours doesn't, but we call it cat food. But this is actually a nice turkey salad. It's got a lot of flavor to it. Yeah, yeah, it's one of the best ones I've ever had, but we still call it cat food. I'm like, okay. So I'm struggling with that whole, you know, pet name. And they just, they got these weird names for their food. But a lot of the inmates were walking the hall today or yesterday. I mean, um, looking in the kitchen window to see who is actually cooking. They don't know what they're getting, unless, of course, the kitchen trustee tells their entire dorm what it is that they're having for the day. That's the only way. There's no published menu. Um, there's no published menu. We have the menus. So that's how they find out, and it just spreads like wildfire. Everybody else finds out about it, about what they're all having. Yeah, tell so and so. I got the other crew today. My baker gets out. I think he got out last night. 'Cause they have these really jails have weird times when they release inmates. You know, in Tacoma, they release them after bar time. It's after the bars closed for the night. They don't want they don't want to have to go on rearrest them. You know, drunk in public. Drag their asses back, and so they like release them at like 3 or 4 o'clock. In the state, the cutoff time to buy alcohol, even in the grocery store, is like 2 o'clock. Like that. So last call. But a lot of bars, ever since COVID, like, there's a lot of bars that still closed at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, even on even on the prime nights when they should be open all the way. $4.59 for regular. It's just ridiculous. Just high. We're not even into the summer. Gets jacked up again right around Memorial Day weekend. But we pay a lot in state gas tax. Oh. It's just the weirdest, twisty little road. So, I was on Facebook this morning, and Rob, aka that guy, um, on YouTube, he's just a few shy of his 50. So please, if you haven't gone to subscribe to him yet, please do so. It's just a few shy. It's important for new creators to get to that 50 so that they can do mobile lives. And God, some of the pictures that he takes, my goodness, freaking amazing pictures. I really do hope that he looks into getting prints made of some of his photos. They're just, I could seriously see a lot of his stuff, a lot of his landscapes being hung up in local area clinics and doctors' offices and hospitals and stuff like that as art, showcasing local landscape and all the beautiful things that Florida has to offer. Beautiful beaches, et cetera, et cetera. So please go and give us some love. We need some love. And our community is nice and strong. We're getting through all this nonsense. I think we're at the tail end of other people's drama. So how we ended up in it, I don't know. No, Mason, it's not your fault. You're not to blame for it, but don't take that on. It's not your cross to bear. But God, I wish we could finally get into this nice weather. This it's it's such a this state is such a beautiful state, but all these clouds and doom and gloom and rain and stuff is just tiresome. It's like this all winter, all pretty much right around right around mid October. It starts to turn to crap. I mean, like utter crap, and we don't start to see beautiful weather here until like June. Usually, the nicest weather in the winter time is in February. It's usually when all the motorcyclists start getting their bikes ready, and then March comes along and it's like, nah, put it back in the garage. So I really miss being out on the motorcycle. I miss the motorcycle adventures. Ever since Timmy's mishap on the roof of a Pizza Hut, it's kind of put a damper on the things that we can do. These days, it's like you can't even walk 50 feet without, ow, ow, my back, ow, 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 my back. I thought about getting into one of those motorized scooters. They hit every freaking red light. She's like to hit every single red light. And there's a lot of red lights in Bonnie Lake. So, would you guys be interested in a cookbook? Thinking about working on my cookbook again. I keep working on it, and I put it away. Work on it, put it away. Work on it, and misplace all my documents or photos that go along with it. Maybe throw in some little short stories here and there. I don't know. We'll see. God. So when it comes to eclair, you gotta make sure that your oven temperatures don't fluctuate too much. So you, if you have a thermal gun or an oven thermometer that's calibrated, I strongly recommend checking. So there's really not much of a difference between the pate choux goes into that becomes um, water and combination of water and milk, butter, with salt, and then your flour. And you have to bring that bring that to a boil, and then quickly add your flour to it and beat the living crap out of it. So I don't usually use my big mixer. I usually use a hand mixer. Hand mixers are easier to deal with because um, you have better control. So um, if you have a hand mixer, great. If you don't, but you have a stand mixer, especially when you're doing like small batches for home. And the nice thing about making that pastry is that it doesn't always have to be a sweet application. You can actually make it into a savory appetizer. You can make cream puffs out of it, um, and then fill it with stuff like fish dip or shrimp dip or whatever. Just about any kind of filling that you can pipe in with a piping tip and a pastry bag. That's another thing you need is a pastry bag and a large star tip um, in order to make put the choux into the pastry bag. You're going to want to get it chilled down before you start piping it. There's a whole lot of different tricks. You know, and, the one the one cookbook that I strongly recommend is the Pastry Chef's Little Black Book. Uh, but one of those things where a kitchen scale is going to give you more accurate measurements because baking and pastry is more of a science. It's more there's no wiggle room, no room for error really. Um, you can't just I want to throw this in there like you can with cooking. That's why a lot of culinary chefs don't dabble much in the pastry side of things because there really isn't much that you can do to change the dish other than, you know, like for example, profiteroles. Uh, it's all about what you stick inside the shell. Uh, you can't just eyeball the ingredients. That's another reason why I say, when you go and get yourself measuring cups, measuring spoons, go and get the quality ones that are actually properly calibrated because I've seen one cup measures come out to be 1 cup and an eighth or 1/7 of a cup, um, and that can throw off your ratios of your dry stuff for your baked goods. I don't recommend buying them from the dollar store, that's for sure. Go to a kitchen supply, a restaurant supply to get them. They're going to be the most accurate. Alright, here I am at work. Hit the button. I don't like talking when I'm at the speaker because they can hear my conversations. Even though they don't key up and say, "Who are you? What do you want? Do you belong here?" They don't, but they can actually hear you. I could just see somebody come up and start talking about something like herpes or something like that, not realizing that they can hear you. Something embarrassing, you know? Could actually be kind of funny. Pretend that I'm on a phone conversation talking about a raging hemorrhoid or something. So they're shutting off my power tomorrow. It's going to be interesting because why do they have to do this on a Friday when I have to be here at 6 o'clock in the morning? Have the power shut off from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. So everybody's getting a bag breakfast. Oh, I didn't see what Viper. Something about being too boochy for you. Oh, this is over on the Food Boat Discord. Okay. The little box only shows me part of the conversation, so it's like I have to use my imagination. I'm afraid to close this window out because I might lose my audio or something. You all be like, "We can't hear, we can't hear." Disconnected. Anyway, people, I'm going to end this, and I will catch you all later. Yeah, let's see if we lose signal again. And here I am. I'm like, I'm going to leave now. So y'all have a wonderful day. And Mean Girl, can you get in touch with Ash and let her know where you're finding these uber cheap Clove nursing shoes? She's looking for some new kitchen shoes. So anyway, guys, you all have a wonderful day and take a moment out of your busy day to think about what you're grateful for. Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget, cook with love, eat with passion. Bye, guys.